It's Monday, so that means The Oval is brand new with hot topics, entertainment news, and a special guest. With a table of diverse, young SUNY Oneonta students, The Oval always brings you controversial perspectives. Get ready to hear Oval opinions from our hosts, Marlene Ramirez, Terrell Rose, Sean Miller, Manu Gar, Ruth Benitez, and Asia Gares.
Hello and welcome to The Oval. We'll dive right into hot topics tonight, covering Cynthia Nixon running for governor of New York, the walkout versus walk-up debate following the Florida school shooting, and the increasing tension between Donald Trump and Robert Mueller. We will also have Diana Nicols co-hosting with us today. She's been a self-defense instructor here at SUNY Oneonta for 11 years, as well as musical guest Danni B performing some original music. So let's get started. Yep. Cynthia Nixon, who's a lot of people know as Miranda from Sex and the City, has decided to run for governor of New York. She's a celebrity, and I know that we've had the conversation about celebrities running for office. Right. So how do we feel about that?
What's wrong with that?
Well, Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Donald Trump is a celebrity, and he...
Look at Ronald Reagan.
Okay, but we're looking at Ronald Reagan.
But if Cynthia Nixon has, let's say she becomes a great humanitarian and she's really going to indulge herself in these political activities and becomes a great humanitarian and politician, then why not? Because maybe she's trying to use her platform for good.
We don't know if she's going to do that.
You're right, we don't. Then we wait it out.
There's only so much that one person do. It's one thing to say something really good that, before you get elected, and then it's another thing to actually get elected and then maybe, not go back on a promise, but not be able to, do what you said.
To follow through.
Yeah, like the subway thing she said.
But I didn't know what that was.
Oh, she was like, oh, let's fix the subways, the MTA or something like that.
The subways where though? What, in New York City?
Yeah,
they're pretty grody. I mean, yeah, they're grimy.
What we don't know, we don't have a lot of information as to what her policy, what her agenda is. We just know that she decided to run for governor, but the question that everyone is really thinking about is she qualified?
And that's the issue, because right there, being a celebrity might get your name in the newspaper, but doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it
doesn't.
doesn't.
What's your background? What's your policy? What are you going to do?
So how do we figure out they're qualified or not?
Here's what we all, as everyone in the United States, we have some type of facade. Like, okay, she's a celebrity. We only see the name. We don't really dig deeper. Oh, we're only going to look at the big things that she say. Yeah. I'm going to go for this. I'm going to go for that. I'm also going to go for this. Big name. There we go. That's my vote.
Maybe she has a huge political background.
What we do know is that
she's
married. Her wife is an activist. Her name is Kristen Marinoni, and she's an advocate for educational issues. So that's something that can kind of lift her up in the realm of politics.
Sure. Like she's ignorant
Cynthia
of
Nixon
issues.
also has been an advocate for education. She has done a lot of stuff for that. But just because her wife is an advocate for whatever doesn't mean she's going to do that stuff when she's in office. Bonnie was saying some stuff about her word choice when she first came out.
Yeah, as an LGBT person.
Right.
And it's just, there was a lot of, it was a lot of going back and forth of, I'm, bisexual, or I'm a lesbian, or, being, that is a choice. Where you don't really say, someone who is an LGBT person chooses to be LGBT. That's kind of more of a natural life, whole life, real life thing.
I think that when it comes to stuff like that, it gets very, very...
It's a big gray area with that.
It's a gray area because it is a choice to some people.
Yeah, it depends on the person. Like, not saying you're right, but not saying you're wrong. But how she chose, she's obviously happily she's married right now. Mm-hmm. Maybe she's happily, maybe she's not happily married. But maybe she loved because also in terms of American pop culture, people, there's always men and women roles in all across the media. People are
not to also put down your point, because I do agree with you. But what is our fascination with private lives of these people?
You're right. It's unnecessary sometimes.
Who cares?
It takes away from the real
issues. She's running for governor, and the most important thing we can think about is how she came out.
It's all about her political background.
Does her sex life impact at all?
Not at all. Not political. Not politics.
Being famous.
Actually, it could. If you're having problems at home, you're not going to care about whatever your municipality is.
And she's probably much more open to LGBT issues, I would guess.
Yeah.
Although sometimes we are surprised by those things.
Maybe she won't be. Maybe she's corrupt.
But
it's still so
does
early.
being famous qualify you at all?
Just
for
being
a
famous?
politician?
No,
it doesn't.
not at all.
Think about Oprah.
I've been here for 11 years. Does that mean I could be the superintendent of anything?
Maybe.
Here? Or does
Depends.
It depends. But
It
you
depends,
need to look
but-
at my resume,
Yeah,
not
it's
the
still
rest.
Totally.
it's
Yeah,
still way
thinking
too
about
early
Oprah?
to tell. I think that we're going to see more information about this in the following days, but we have to
It'll
take
be
a
fun.
quick break.
It'll be fun to see.
It will be
definitely
fun.
will
So
be.
we will be right back.
And we're back in the green room with Danny B and Megan. So we're going to talk about education. I very quickly learned that Danny B has a strong passion for education, and I think that's something super important. What do you want to say on that?
Well, education is power, okay? Without education, we can't get to where we want to be. I want people to realize that education does not mean you have to go to college. You could go to a trade school, you can learn about cars if you have a passion for cars. If you like doing hair, you could do cosmetology or makeup and end up working at Macy's and actually have a pretty nice paying job. So it really just depends on what your passion is, because if you put the work into it and you really dive into it, I'm telling you right now, you're going to see a beautiful flower just blossom, and you're going to be like, wow, how did I do this on my own?
I love that because I really do agree that it doesn't matter what you're passionate about, but find that and learn about it and explore it. And you like being a lifelong learner is not hard.
No.
When you find something you love.
No.
You know.
Welcome back. Let's move on to the second topic, walkout versus walk up. So following the Florida school shooting, the students organized the March for Our Lives, and they walked out on March 14th, walked out of schools across the whole entire nation, and a father of the victim, of one of the victims that passed away, a young girl, said, how about we encourage students to walk up instead of walk out of the schools? Go approach people and be nice to them. Thank your teachers. And it's kind of like pitting both movements against
Courtesy
each
can't
other,
do
yeah.
any wrong. You know, it's like, who knows? Like, it's all about, you could start off. Yeah, go for it.
All right, so first of all, like, people are gonna take advantage of the walkout. Oh, I get to walk out of school because like there's gonna be people who don't give a damn, what happens in the world, but they're gonna use this to their own advantage. Now, walking up to someone, any type of social interaction with another human will help you in some way.
Yeah, it releases dopamine.
Exactly. You could be the most loneliest person, and someone waving to you and saying hi. You don't have to sit with them and share your life, but just give a helping hand. Hey, how are you?
Yeah, just
You
say
looking
hey every
good.
day.
Okay, but I'm afraid this is gonna. It's kind of like there's an image of the school shooter. There's an image that that guy looks like he can shoot up the school. So you're just gonna approach somebody that looks like
I
they
have
can
thoughts
do
about that.
Yeah.
I have two teenagers, and I have 11, 13, and 15-year-old kids, middle school, high school, and elementary school. And are you asking me to have my 15-year-old daughter walk up to somebody and try to deal with their mental health issues?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, but
I'm going to tell her, don't be a jerk, be friendly, be nice. But we have to separate these two things. Walk up to somebody, yes. But walk out is about something different. And so don't do walk up instead of walk out. Do them both.
I think it's universal kindness and universal courtesy, because universal kindness, of course, you can't like be like a stalker, because like people could be weird and be like, oh, like that kid looks weird, like yeah, let's be nice to him, like, But like if people are just genuinely more accepting and social, including in an age like this where it's fed on narcissism and internet, it could help people it'll help people be more like respectful to others, and like. Yeah, it's like then maybe people won't show up at school. It's like if you're nice to people, like as someone who was bullied, like other people on the table have been bullied, it's like if people were nice instead of being D's, like D-bags, like people wouldn't do heinous things. People don't think about, doing
But
crazy things in
walking
class.
out is activism.
Yeah.
Walking up to somebody, that's just a nice thing you should do.
I think both
And you
can
should
have
both.
great results. Because like you can walk out, as long as you don't take advantage, it's the freedom of speech, totally. But walking up also, not like you said, you're right, it needs to be differentiation between the two. But just like, let's say you see someone, instead of just walking past, like, hi, just universal etiquette, like a proper kind of kindness. Like, doesn't have to be more than that, but just like little things could do great differences.
Right, but
You also have to be aware, though, that just because you're nice to someone doesn't mean they're not going to go and shoot up a school.
Yeah, you might get shot, but oh well, like at least you took this. The fact is, but like, listen, these horrible tragedies still happen. Why are they still happening in
But the
America?
point is
like,
to
just be
reduce
nice to
these
people.
tragedies.
Well, no, the
Not
thing
saying
is,
it's going to
like,
stop. Just be nice to people.
Also, another
That's
thing
it.
is this: why is that?
Regardless.
Why is the idea idea of walking up and being kind happening now as a result of a response
It
to
should have
walking
happened
out.
years ago.
You know
It
why
should have
it's
happened.
happening now?
Yeah.
Is because an excuse for us to not talk about guns.
Yeah,
that is why.
You're right. It's definitely a distraction.
It is a distraction. It's an
And
excuse.
like just because people,
I agree. We should have been walking up forever. I've been walking up for a long time. But,
No, you're right. Yeah.
Right.
but we still need to have the conversation about guns.
Yes,
So
we do.
both.
Yeah.
Both.
and
all
just
of
because
these things
some
are
people are
really
walking out and take it to their advantage to miss school and like not be in class, at least they're doing it and it's bringing more attention to this movement.
I think they both go hand in hand, honestly.
I agree.
think walking up and walking out, they're two relevant things, but I don't think that one should be considered. One
Right.
is not
One is-
activism.
Yeah.
Right.
They're
They're
plain
separate
and
issues.
simple.
They're separate
But we have to take another short
That was
break.
too
That
fast.
conversation was getting good, but we
That was
will be
too
right
fast.
back.
And we're back with Danny B in the green room. So now we're going to talk about mental health.
Yeah, well, mental health is actually pretty personal to me. This year, I recently found out, clarified, I have bipolar disorder. But I learned that there's, two different types of bipolar. There's bipolar 1, where you have, manic episodes, really bad anxiety attacks, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's bipolar 2, where you're just kind of switching up a lot with your personality and your attitude. So I learned I have bipolar 1, which isn't too bad because that's manageable. And I just want to clarify that even though if you have bipolar disorder or anybody with a mental health disorder, they're not a walking time bomb. So let's just put that out there.
Yeah, I can testify that. I grew up with depression, anxiety, and I don't think it's something you get over. I think it's something you learn how to deal with.
Yeah.
And you learn coping skills, and you learn how to deal with it. And like you're saying, knowledge about your mental health is crucial.
No, and the reason why I say that is because, when you're in school, you got a lot of stuff going on at home, and you feel like you don't have anybody to talk to. As an African American, a lot of people say, well, oh, you're going to therapy? Oh, girl, don't do that. No, I am going to do that. And let me tell you why. When you have an outside perspective on something that's really eating you up inside, that you really need someone to just say, hey, you're going to get through this, it helps. It really helps.
Yeah.
Because I'm not saying my family isn't supportive. That's not what I'm saying here.
No, it's not.
But it's not always easy to go and say, hey, Mom, this is something I'm dealing with, or hey, Dad, I don't know if I want to walk around today and be alive. This not saying that's what I'm thinking, but this is what people say.
No,
and you got to take it into account. Your own classmate may have wanted to kill themselves that day, and you don't know. So this is what I like to do. I like to say, hey, good morning, how are you? And I know it seems cliche to say hi, good morning. And
No,
be
but
kind.
every day you say good morning to me, it puts a smile on my face and it makes my day a little brighter. I do have to say, you know what I mean? It's the little actions.
We're back and we're ready to talk about Trump and Mueller. So this has been going on for a very, very long time. The back and forth, the bantering, the Twitter, the tweets. We've seen a lot of that coming from Trump, but there's talk that Mueller might get fired. So this is centered around the Russian investigation, the one that has been also going on for a very long time, and they're trying to prove collusion, but that still hasn't happened yet. So question is, when is it time to let it go?
I think Trump has a lot of money in his defense because think about it. It's who knows if the investigation, it could have ended by now, but by this point, maybe it will soon. Maybe Trump will be there for his full 4-year term. Who knows?
Okay, but do we end that? Do you think that the investigation should end now or no?
No, because I think we should
There's enough
find
facts
out
to
what
show.
happened. I mean,
know.
we should know whether Trump is guilty or not, and because that way people can either have a little bit more faith in the democratic system in this country, or actually know that there's something wrong with the democratic system and that we have to fix something so that this doesn't happen again.
Or at least go out and actually vote more. If more people voted, then maybe the person.
Yeah.
But if we find
you know?
out, if we find out whatever it is we're looking to find out after Trump completes the 4 years,
Still good info.
They should still.
It's still good info because
Yeah.
we still need to know that.
This is still info that's crucial. And again, important for voters going forward. It's okay, so now we know sometimes, our democracy can be influenced by this, and this. So what do we do to combat that? And, how do we go on voting? who do we really
You think
vote
Donald's
for?
going to care though? Because let's say
well,
it
but
happens
Donald's
after
not
he
gonna
leaves.
care.
He's going to be
Yeah.
74. He's already stacked. It's like he's not going to care. His life's over basically.
Honestly,
it's like literally. It should
I
happen
need
when
to
he's still
know.
in term. Because
I think we need to
there
know.
should be proper retribution,
But the
just
thing
a
is
proper resolution to this. Because he's
Here-
Mueller
hurting
has
America.
so many things
like,
getting in
you know
his
what I mean?
way.
Here's how it's gonna go. It's gonna go exactly like this. Donald Trump is gonna spend his 4 years unscathed. 2030, Netflix is gonna have a special about how Donald Trump got away with the election. Now, everything that's going on right now, these are things that we can look for in the next coming election. Where are we seeing all these Facebook ads for a certain candidate? Can we isolate this problem? Can we see where it's coming from so that we know if it's like okay or if it's something that we should
The
like.
platform should be held more
Yeah.
responsible.
Yeah.
Like Facebook allowed this to happen. They allowed different
But
marketers from
that's
foreign companies
I feel like
invest
that
100K
there's so many overlapping
in advertisements.
issues because we know that there were 13 Russian indictments. They
Yeah.
did meddle in the elections because they made fake accounts. They put ads out there.
Facebook
they-
allowed it
they-
to happen. They should be held responsible in
but-
the future as well.
Okay, but
Yeah.
But the investigation has to continue as long as the investigator, Mueller,
Yeah.
Robert Mueller, thinks there are still threads to pull. We got to let him keep pulling those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just
More information.
subpoenaed the business documents
Yeah.
for Trump Organization. We don't know what that's going to be. Is that tax returns? I'd
That's
love
true.
to see that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And-
where's his taxes? We haven't seen his taxes.
We don't know
and-
how deep Russia is into him.
No, there's
they
a-
say they own him. I want the info to back
Yeah,
that
he's
up.
going to fight to
Where's
the
the
death. He's
receipt?
not
I
going
agree
He's
with
good.
that.
So
There's-
Robert's got to keep
hopefully-
pulling.
Yeah, he
Hopefully
should.
this week we'll see more information come out about that, whether he's fired or not. But we have to take another break, and when we get back, we will be joining Asia with the entertainment news.
Welcome back to the Green Room with Danny B. So we're going to talk about anti-politics politics. Get all messed up. in here.
Right. Like if it was like a turntable, like like
But we're kind of on the same page because politics is just so screwed up today. I just don't get why there's so much hatred still.
I don't
Like,
understand.
haven't we learned from history that like history repeats itself? We know this, so why haven't we learned that hatred is bad and we can all just accept each
I
other
feel like
and go our own ways?
it's how you educate yourself.
Yeah.
It's literally how you educate yourself because
No, I feel
not
that.
every white person and not every black person, not every Latino you meet is gonna be like, oh, I don't want to be around you, I don't like you. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But you do have to take into account some people are standoffish because of look at who our president is.
And
So
I think like our society needs to listen to each other more.
politics, I guess what my
I wish
overall
we would
thought
listen.
on politics is just people just need to voice their opinion more and say how they truly feel and
I agree with that, but I also think if no one's listening,
how they're
we're
gonna
all
get it
just
all.
talking, and we're all just yelling at each other.
Yeah. And I feel like this whole thing of hate is just because propaganda and
Yeah.
you know our world that we're living in. And
Media.
Yeah, I mean,
Yay,
media,
media.
has pros and cons to it, just
No
like
cons.
anything else in the world. Everything has a pro and a con.
Yeah.
So you really can't beat yourself up about it, but you can make a difference about it.
And that's all we have for you this Monday. Have a great one, guys.
Welcome back. We're here with our entertainment host, Asia, bringing us our Monday Tease special. So what do you have for us today? Let's hear it.
Okay, so as you guys already know, Snapchat has been taking plenty of L's this year, starting with the update and now with Rihanna. The company had an ad for a game, Would You Rather, and the options were slap Rihanna or punch Chris Brown. Being the outspoken person that Rihanna is, she took it to Instagram where she shared her thoughts that the ad was basically really insensitive to domestic violence victims, and by the end of the day, they lost $8 million in their socks, which brings me to last month, Kylie Jenner also expressed her thoughts about the update and how she thought it was like, wasn't for her, and they lost $1.3 billion that
so Snapchat
time.
is just going.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're just
Snapchat's
going
doing too
down.
well,
Like,
honey.
who's on their marketing team is like allowing this
No,
stuff?
and
It's-
like
it's the same
BuzzFeed
person.
Yeah.
and like Snapchat, they're like run by young people. So I'm just a little bit confused as to who thought it was okay to do that.
Yeah,
It's
who thought
young-
that was
young
talkable
people.
enough?
Violence
They're
ad.
like, well, make this an ad. It'll be okay. You know, people can select it. It'll be funny. That's stupid. It's so stupid.
That's very risky. I feel like where they're at right now, financially and like user-wise, you've already lost so many people like from just regularly. My views used to be like 150, 160. now I'm not even hitting 100 anymore. I'm just like,
People don't look at the stars.
No one is.
Yeah,
find it
and it's
anymore.
not chronicle. Like it's like it brings up the people that you last like DM'd, and I just think I just don't.
But
really
like. Domestic violence shouldn't even be a thing to joke about.
Exactly.
Point
Like,
blank. There's no
No
conversation.
it doesn't matter like
Yeah.
how many years has passed. Like it's still a sensitive topic. Like you don't know what that could have triggered for her or for Chris Brown. Like,
And for every other victim,
Yeah.
are we normalizing this enough that we can say, what would you rather do? Hey, have a taco or a burrito? Like, that's
exactly.
not okay.
Like it's not a sensitive.
Yeah.
We can't make that normal.
insensitive, Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of L's, Trey Songz 2018 has not been off to a good start. He's recently been arrested for alleged assault. He is being accused of brutally beating a woman during NBA All-Star Weekend. Yes.
Right, but
He says that it's a lie.
who's Trey Songz? Who's Trey Songz?
Yeah, yeah.
We both don't know.
He's an artist.
Name like one song. Name two songs.
Cake.
Oh, his songs are very like
Cake by him.
sensual.
Yeah.
Let's just say he's one of the many black sex symbols. He's
sexualized and
like
the music
he's like me, but just like
culture.
a little less sexy, all right?
Yeah, and
So-
you're-
I can picture
you're-
it.
Yeah,
without
just
the-
a little less.
Okay, but
basically
see
he
this
says
so
that it's a
much.
lie. Yeah, he's basically saying that it's a lie and that people are using his name for personal gains. And I just say that to say with the Me Too movement, it's supposed to stop assault. Like, if this cannot stop assault, like, what will? Like, we're already in 2018. Like,
Exactly.
why is assault
I don't think we're gonna see an end
constantly coming
to
up?
people coming out and accusing.
Right.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I think we've seen it so often already, and I don't think it's gonna stop. But
Yeah.
Agreed. I don't think we're ever going to stop assault, but I think the fact that people are talking about it now, if we pull the roof off and shine a light in it, then things like that have a harder time, domestic violence in particular,
Yeah.
a really hard time living in secrecy.
Also-
I'm sorry, a really hard time living except in secrecy. So if we talk about it and we open it up and victims are not afraid,
Right.
survivors are not afraid to talk about it, then it can't continue for them.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
In other news, over the weekend, Lil Dicky came out with a
Hey.
video to his song Freaky Friday featuring
I don't
Chris
know.
Brown. And the video was basically inspired by the movie Freaky Friday that came out in 2003 with Lindsay
Right.
Lohan.
It was actually an older version too. So it's-
There's
Oh,
an
well,
older
it was
version.
Everybody
older
remembers the
version
one
of
with
Freaky
Jamie Lee
Friday.
Curtis and
Jamie Lee
Lindsay
Curtis.
Lohan, though. I
But-
love that one.
Yeah. So what do you guys like expressions on the song? Do you guys know the song?
We still don't know who Lil Dicky is.
I honestly
Lil
don't know
Dicky
who
is
it
a
is.
white
What?
is a white
yeah,
rapper.
it's more than just us.
You want to
Step up.
explain like
All right, so boom, let's just take Vanilla Ice, let's take Bone Thugs and Harmony, let's take a little bit of Dave Chappelle, let's take Jeff Dunham, and let's put it all into.
that's a whole lot of people.
Yeah, right.
Well, when
but-
you have to describe somebody using like 4 or 5 different people in groups, it's like
Okay, so let's just take funny and rap, put it together, and let's put Vanilla Ice in there. 2018. A
Point is,
2018
I think he
version.
got like how many views?
yeah,
how
he
many?
got 10 million views in like a day.
that's impressive.
I don't know who he is, but I'll go watch his video after.
I liked the video. It was like 5 minutes long, but it was a really good.
I'll look it up after,
Yeah.
and
a
we're
fun
all
song.
gonna
Well,
do that.
yeah, well,
but
community
that's all
watch
the
it,
time
yeah.
we have for entertainment news, unfortunately. But we will be right back after the break.
Living my life, I cannot stress. Living my life, always finesse. Living my life, I cannot stress. I'm always blessed. However, I hate the word dyke, so stop calling me that. Ask me my name. Why don't you do that? Is it so hard to see me for who I am? Or am I the one with the power in her hands? I'm like an open wound filled with bacteria. From campus nonsense to social hysteria. Every single day I gotta fend for myself. Ain't no one there to protect me when I need their help. People switch up and claim they're in the bag. But come on, I know you really mad. You haters need to fall back. There's nothing worse than hearing a story that don't depict you in your best glory. Danny did this, and Danny did that. Why don't you mind your business? Yo, and take 10 steps back. You swear you know me, but you don't. And trust me, I know you won't. Imagine being known for one of the best. and you seem to spark someone's interest. Except they ain't really messing with you because of your outside appearance. Look at me, and what do you see? I know you think of me as an enemy. Dark skin, short hair, boy clothes. Yeah, and I'm out here. No, this is a statement and a PSA that I'm okay with the way I am. No one of these lames be constantly hating, man. Sitting and anticipating my every move. Why not just watch what you do and do what you do? Instead of playing telephone, you seem to got your message in the non-cell zone. Does that make sense? Nah, I don't think so. Yet you swear this is a major fact, bro. Know the whole story before you ruin someone else's reputation, though. So before I even start this, that was just a little insert to explain who I am as an artist. I identify as a lesbian and I'm African American, and I'm very proud of who I am. And I just want you to know that no matter who you are and whatever it is that you do, be proud of who you are, because you can't change that about you. And that's what makes you special. So we're about to get into this song called Lil Shorty. Let's go. Hey. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Bad little shorty, yeah. Bad little shorty. Bad little shorty, yeah, she used to be my babe. Anytime I see her, I just feel some type of way. Bad little shorty, yeah, she used to be my babe. Anytime I see her, I just feel some type of way. Bad little shorty, yeah, she used to be my babe. Anytime I see her, I just feel some type of way. Bad little shorty, yeah, she used to be my babe. Anytime I see her, I just hope she comes my way. Bad little shorty, yeah, she used to be my babe. Anytime I see her, I just feel some type of way. Bad little shorty, yeah, she used to be my babe. Anytime I see her, I just hope she comes my way. Bad little shorty, yeah, she used to be my babe. She and I go way back into the day. She knew me way before I even found my sound. She kept me lifted up right from solid ground. She just wasn't like the other girls in the town. I wish that she had really stayed around. It feels so empty getting this clout without her now. So many people really try to keep me down, but her energy just kept me pushing up somehow. I got the deepest perception, tell me what you thinking now. Love always seems to come right back around. Love always seems to come right back around. Let's go. Bad little shorty, yeah, she used to be my babe. Anytime I see her, I just feel some type of way. Bad little shorty, yeah, she used to be my babe. Anytime I see her, I just hope she comes my way. Premonitions to visions of you too. Why am I the one to play the fool? Come on, girl, yeah, let's just tell the truth. You know that he really doesn't satisfy you. Quantity or quality is my question for you. You knew that you were my sweetest virtue. You can take vacations, but I know you thinking of me too. So why lie, deny? After all the things that we've been through, you know that I need you. You know that you're on my mind. I think about you all the time. Everything we've been through, you know that I need you. You know that I love you. Unconditionally, that's true. Let's go. Bad little shorty, yeah, she used to be my babe. My what? Anytime I see her, I just feel some type of way. Oh. Bad little shorty, yeah, she used to be my babe. My babe? Anytime I see her, I just hope she comes my way. Bad little shorty, yeah, she used to be my babe. Anytime I see her, I just feel some type of way. Bad little shorty, yeah, she used to be my babe. Anytime I see her, I just feel some type of way. A buck? I been flexing, y'all ain't keeping up. Flexing, let's just keep it a bug. What? I been flexing. Get. I been flexing, let's just keep it a buck. I been flexing, y'all ain't keeping up. I been flexing, let's just keep it a buck. I been flexing, y'all. What? I been flexing, let's just keep it a buck. I been flexing, y'all ain't keeping up. I been flexing, let's just keep it a buck. I been flexing. Doing me, yeah, I cannot complain. Some days I feel good, some days I feel insane. Off the GG pack, time to relax. Told everyone, get off my back. Ain't nothing like having some FaceTime. Backwoods to the stressing on wine. Granted, I'm the one that takes all their time. But flexing, yeah, staying on my grind. They just Just mad because I'm in my prime. Don't step to me and act out of line. Just watch me go ahead and shine. Just watch me go ahead and shine. I've been flexing, let's just keep it a buck. I've been flexing, y'all ain't keeping up. I've been flexing, let's just keep it a buck. I've been flexing. Off the bean, sipping on the lean. What's that shorty? What's her name? Sarah Lee. What I did, what I do, oh that's right. Ways to prove y'all so trifling and cruel. Watch what you say and watch what you do. They ain't gotta know your every single move. That's a major key by being low key. People ask me where I've been lately. I said, did you even know me when? Where were you when I needed you then? Damn, I'm falling deep into the illusion. But this is a reality we choosing. Yeah, if you do some vibe, cut them haters off like it's a Mai Tai. Cut them haters off like it's a tsunami. That's why none of these haters can go and stop me. What? I've been, what? Let's just keep it okay. I've been flexing, y'all ain't keeping up. I've been flexing, let's just keep it a buck. I've been flexing, I'm on a re-up.
Thank you so much for joining us. That was amazing.
No, thank you. I really appreciate it. It was a great time. I had a wonderful time.
So what's your Instagram so people can follow you?
My Instagram is mylifeisdannyb_. So that's my life is Danny B. 2 N's and an I.
Follow Danny B to listen to that fire music.
And I'm going to be on Apple Music during the summer. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of cool stuff going on.
That's all the time we have for tonight. So thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at The Oval TV. And we hope to see you next week. Good night.